All right. How is your Sunday? Bright Sunday. Looks bright. Today is Dashra. Pritam says Dashra. So celebration is going on, Pritam. Had some good food. Festivals are meant for having a good food, meeting relatives, friends, isn't it? Good time. Nice, eh? Good feel. Good. First, thanks for being here. And this is our Sunday prayers. So what we have today. I have few more people joined here. Hey, hello everyone. Thanks for joining. And I have some people watching from YouTube. And in this Sunday prayer, we will talk some subject related to PMP and PMI-ACP. As I ask every time, is anyone here going for the examination in the next few days? You have exams in the next couple of weeks. Who's that?
Hi, Shri. Javed
Hello,
here.
Javed. When is your exam?
Uh, Tuesday.
Woo!
Yeah.
God, man, should be so happy mood, isn't it?
Yeah, trying to be
Trying to be.
a bit of
That's a honest
bit
feedback,
busy.
right?
Yeah.
The back of the mind, it keeps saying, right? Hey, there is something coming. There is coming.
Yeah.
When everyone watching cricket match, you cannot watch it.
Yeah.
You feel that the days in our school and college, love days. If in if in case you were in love by that time, huh? You can't say to anyone. It's only with you.
Yeah.
All right, all right. Okay, let's come to the reality. How is it, Javed? So, how is your confidence level right now? How do you feel?
Actually, I'm revising some chapters and
Okay.
notes. Yeah. So for these 2 days, I'm planning to just revise things and attempt
Ah,
mocks.
Marks. Okay. Okay. So, Javed, how many full exams you have taken?
5.
You've taken. Okay.
Yeah.
How is your time management so far?
It's good actually. Around 15 to 20 minutes I save for last section.
Okay. This is after you take your break as well.
Yes, yes. 10 minutes break.
10 minutes break. 10 minutes means you took break 5 for each slot.
Yes.
Okay. I think we chatted on this on the WhatsApp yesterday.
Right. Actually, I gave my fifth full mark in on Wednesday, I guess,
Okay.
on the 8th October, and I scored around 74.
That's a good shot. That's a good shot. I remember that you completed 30 minutes earlier, right?
Right.
30 minutes earlier with the 74. That's a good shot. This is the fifth exam, isn't it?
Fifth exam, right.
You found any repeated questions?
Yeah, 10 to 15.
10 to 15. Okay, that's okay. Out of 180, 10 to 15 is repeated, and you're getting 74. That's
Yeah.
a good shot, I will tell you.
Yeah.
And you live in which time zone?
Pune,
You're in
Mumbai.
Pune. So
Yeah.
IST time
I
zone. So
see. Yeah.
you said Tuesday is your exam, right?
Right, right.
Okay, let's talk some preliminary for everyone purpose here. Hmm. First thing, you should be prepared for your examination on collecting the details, like your ID card, identification card.
Right. I'm taking a passport with me for that.
Very good. So identification goes like this. Any
Yeah.
country, they look for photo plus signature.
Right.
And when you sign in the paper in the
Yeah.
exam center, they will verify your signature against your ID card.
Okay.
For example, you did a passport signature 10 years back. Now your signature totally changed. Then there could be a question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So, Shri, apart from PMP, I should practice signature also. If in case you changed, yes, you have to do. I did it. What
Okay.
happened is I had a passport by the time, I think it's few years back passport.
Right.
I made a signature, it was a different style. Then over a period of time, you change your signature, right? It
Right.
goes in a different style. And
Yeah.
I practiced something. I don't see they saw very heavily, but what happened is for me, I went to the break. Those days, breaks were not allowed. Not allowed in the sense, not official break. So I had
Okay.
to take break on my own expense. So middle of the exam, I put my hats up. They allowed me to go for the break.
Okay.
I went for the break, and it was a 5, 7 minutes break. Went to the
Yeah.
washroom, came back, drink some water. It was pretty cold. I felt pretty cold. In the exam hall, you feel cold because your body
Right.
is tense mode.
Tensed.
And I came back to enter the exam room. They said we will do the verification again. I said, man,
Oh.
just now I went for the toilet or a washroom. They said, no, no, no. Once you go out, we'll do checking again. What the hell, man? Then they started again checking, asked me to take off my collar, fold the shirt, this, that, everything happened. That's okay, fine. Then they asked me to show the ID card, I show the ID card. Now they asked me to sign.
Right.
Unfortunately, what happened is my hand was pretty, I felt pretty cold and
Cold.
bit shivering mindset. So my signature is not coming as it was in the ID card. This was happening in the break time. they, they asked me to sign again. Again. They gave me 3 or 4 chances. Fourth chance when I signed, it was okay. Then they said, okay, you can go inside. I said, oh my God, this is too bad. Yeah. The same guy who went 2 hours later for a toilet or a washroom came back. They asked me to sign, and my
Fine.
signature is not matching. So it was crazy by the time. This is all in 2016, and now technology should have changed.
Yeah.
But answering you and everyone watching this program, be very much sure about the ID card because I'm
Right.
keep hearing some people not prepared on this. I'm really surprised. I'm keep hearing people going with ID cards which don't have signature.
Right.
So I will request, please take enough care on this part. Don't go to the exam hall, create the panicness. Already you are in panic for 1 week, close to the exam.
Right.
Okay. Top of that, if you have a panic on the exam hall, it will totally disturb your system. So please be prepared on the ID card. Check your ID card. What I will do is there is a video what all should be done in the exam center. I will share that video in the WhatsApp group. I'll ask Rahul to publish this everywhere. This is a video
Sure.
published by center itself. So let's watch that video for few, maybe a seconds or a minute that explains what all should be done in the exam center. So let's be prepared for it.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah, this is one. Javed and everyone who going to the exam, please have enough food. Eat well before you go to the exam. I used to say this. There are some people go empty stomach for the exam. Please don't do that. Your performance will drop drastically. Have enough food. She enough food means I should go to Paradise Biryani, have full biryani. it's it's up to you.
Yeah.
I don't know what is a full for you, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, as you wish. Have good food. Don't
Yeah.
go empty stomach. Okay, that's a big problem for many people.
Right.
And when you go to the exam hall, carry something to eat in the break time.
Okay.
Uh, Usually the glucose can come from orange juice or orange itself or a good Snicker bar chocolate.
Bye-bye.
You may not be liking chocolates, but chocolates generally adds that the cocoa factor is good for the body by the time, not every day, by the time.
Right.
So carry one. I what I recommend is a bar chocolate, big one. That's nice. Half piece is good for a break. One
Yeah.
banana or one orange is good. Shri, is it exam or a picnic, man? You were talking about chocolate, juice. See, life is to live happily. For that reason, we are doing exam. That doesn't mean you have to punish on the exam. Isn't it, Javed?
Yes. Yes. Shri. Agree.
We should be happy, right? We are
Right.
challenging. I know I paid 50,000 rupees for the exam. I know I put 6 months of effort. That doesn't mean I have to cry to the exam hall. I will go happily. I will go do the best, win the game, and come out. Yeah, that's a
Yes.
that's a
Definitely.
vision.
Sugar patients, sir.
Yeah, Abdul, what is that?
How is it for sugar patients, sir? Still you want to recommend chocolates?
Sugar, if you have high, I would say don't go for chocolates. Go for a juice without sugar. Maybe an orange juice is good for you if somebody has a sugar. Because I remember there was one person whose age of 68 or 69, 68, I believe, went for the exam. By the time for him, it was a sugar, high sugar. So he don't want to take chocolates. So recommendation by the time is having some fruits like a carrot. He took some carrots with him. He took some orange juice to him. So that gives energy for them. That's also fine. Right? Good. That's saying about the exam hall. Coming back to Javed again. So Javed, things
Yes.
are good. We should get connected over the phone call.
Yes, yes, sure.
Yeah. We
Yeah,
do this habit of talking each other before the exam, at least a day before.
yeah.
So center is clear, mark is clear, time management is clear. Last question. Javed, are you working in agile environment?
Yes, yes, sure.
Very good. What is your role in agile environment?
I'm a senior software developer.
Developer. So you are aware of Scrum ceremonies. Are
Yes.
you? Are you? Okay, nice. Uh, but at the same time, be a little watchful in the exam hall. They are not going to talk only Scrum.
Yeah,
They will go around other areas of Agile also.
right.
Right? So be prepared for that area. Last 1 week, I have few people cleared the examination. One person said exam was crazy tough for this person.
Okay.
This person was not worked in Agile. And this person said, I felt pretty tough in the exam. Two
Yeah,
people said exam is pretty moderate. Whatever they practiced, they got kind of the question.
right.
One woman from Europe, she took the exam. She said some of the questions I saw exactly what I saw in ShriLearning.
Oh,
But we don't know. It could be her imagination also. I still
right.
don't believe it. I still don't believe it. The reason is PMI has thousands and millions of questions. They keep shuffling.
Yes, right.
What question will come, I don't know. But she said I saw some of the questions exactly the same. But I don't go with that mindset. But message here is mixed feel. Still now I have today.
Yeah,
Toughest, toughest paper, moderate paper, doable model. This is for PMP.
right.
Okay. Any specific questions, Javed?
Uh, no, as
Good.
of now.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Fine,
Nice to know.
Shri.
Nice to know. That's Paneerselvam. Mr. Paneerselvam, what's happening?
Fine, Shri, fine. So
Uh-huh.
I'm preparing for this PMP. Uh,
Hmm.
Actually, I have a constraint.
Ah.
December 28, within December 28, I have to write because I paid the fees last December itself because I had some student membership while doing my MBA.
Hmm.
So, so
Hmm.
now I have except quality chapter, everything I completed.
Very
So
good.
this week I will complete quality chapter.
Very good.
So then and there I write chapter wise mark and I'm taking around 60, 70.
Very good. Very
So
good. That's a good progress you did. Until there is a pressure of time comes, we don't take exam.
yeah, yeah.
Eh?
So December
Someone
20.
has to say that it will become void, then we take the exam. Okay. Good you're back. What you're expecting now?
How to revise.
Hmm.
So except quality I have completed and
Hmm.
one or two chapter I revised. So
Okay.
I
Nice to
don't
know.
know
Nice
how
to know.
to. It's because of this time pressure. I am having some pressure.
It should be there. Should be there. And which batch you did your class?
I did on November history actually. November.
Last year, November.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, man. So by the time you are a student, huh?
Yeah. A
Okay.
part-time student.
Okay, okay. No problem, no problem. There are people comes back. So now answering your question, December 28 is not too close. You have sufficient time to clear the exam provided on your corporate job nature. What is your time zone? Which country you
India,
live?
India time
Your
zone.
IST. Okay, nice. IST means Christmas holidays will be there, right? Last 1 week, there should
Yeah,
be some
yeah.
more. Okay, nice. So the next status is quality chapter. Yes, you have to read. Are you reading? Which book you are reading? Which version of
Rita,
book you are?
Rita 11.
11th edition. Very good. In 11th edition, quality is important, but in quality, they look for more of how mindset of quality you're thinking, built-in quality, or they look for agile way of working, how quality can be improved. So I won't expect you to read line by line. Understanding the concepts is sufficient in quality. Now, saying that, you can start with 3 sections of question papers. If you are aware, in ShriLearning portal, we have 40 questions,
Okay.
we have 60 questions, we have 180 questions. It is in your portal, in your login itself.
Yeah, yeah.
So 40, 60, 180. You are working in an agile environment?
No, Shri.
No. Okay. Okay. So I recommend at least 4 full exams. Minimum 4 full exams you should take, 180 questions, in a gap of at least 4 days, 3 days between each exam, 180 questions.
Okay.
This is a must to do. Early days, I used to give some reduction that do 3 exams enough, full exams. But off late, last few batches, I'm feeling people are struggling in the main exam in the time management. If they don't practice full exam, they're struggling hard in the main exam because after 100th question, they start losing the patience. So to punish alone everyone here, minimum 4 full exams, do it. If you're a good person, do at least 5 full exams. Okay, this is one. This is the main section that you should not, no excuse on it. You have to do it. Now coming on practicing part. In practicing part, so far you did a chapter test, sufficient enough. Take at least 240 questions exam. 240 questions exam. And again, 360 questions exam. So 240 questions exam, 360 questions exam, and 180 questions exam.
Okay.
Now, it is not about the number of exams. Okay, this I'm giving a number, which I feel a good number. You can add, you can remove as you wish. But the message here is, each exam, you should work out only when you are fresh and active. When you are dull, tired, no sleep, you came back from office are tired, please don't do big exams. When I say big, 60, it's a big exam. 40 is okay. 40 you can do okay. 60 is a bigger, 180 is a super big. Never do these exams when you're tired, because when you are tired, if you do the exam, scores will drop. When the scores drop, motivation will drop.
Yeah.
Next exam, you will be scared to touch it. So let us not do that kind of model. And that is one thing. And after each exam, please note down the time management. How long you took to complete this exam. Okay, that you have to note it down. For example, 180 question. If it is 180 questions, I would recommend 80 minutes, 75, 75. 80 minutes, 75, 75. That's a decent time to clear the exam. In between each 60 question exam, you should voluntarily take 10 minutes of break.
Sorry, for this 180 questions, you are telling that time.
180 questions,
Okay.
you will
80,
take, there are 3 segments, 60, 60, 60. First 60 questions, you will take 80 minutes. Second 60 questions, you will take 75.
Okay.
Third 60 questions, you will take 75. So 80, 75, 75.
Okay.
Between each exam, you should take a break of 10 minutes. Not mandatory 10, maybe at least 7, 8 minutes, a decent time of break. Break is must. Please practice break also, right? That you can do. Right. Now, Panisalam, from here on, you can keep posting me. What are you doing with your scores? And how is your preparation going on? I will share you some key points which you can focus for your examination.
Okay, Shri. So I will.
Yeah, exactly. So going forward, alarm should start by morning 5 o'clock.
Yeah, already started. 4:30.
For that, yeah, you are waking up or your family is waking you up?
No, myself only keeping alarm and waking up.
Okay, your family should feel it that you're going for exam.
Yeah, they are feeling for the last 2, 3 months.
I know, my life is not easy. What is your role, Panisalam, in corporate?
I'm working as a project manager in automobile company.
I can understand what is your work will be. They won't allow you to go home, right? Crazy life, crazy life. Okay, good. But happy that you're doing it. It's a highly possible. You have sufficient time. Let's work this out. Agile, even though you don't have not worked, I'd say Agile is pretty comfortable for you to understand. It won't be that tough.
Yeah.
If in case you feel toughness, I would recommend to listen to our recording, class recording, or there is a new batch starting from today. I would say listen couple of sessions to get that rhythm. Even though subject you know, sometimes you when you stand and listen, you may get the rhythm of it. So check with Rahul, join the batch which is starting from today. you can listen some of the concepts as a refreshment.
Yes.
Very good. Nice. All right. That's Panisalvam. Any other questions?
No, Sri, maybe I will attempt all this 40, 60, then I will get back to you in WhatsApp.
Perfectly, man. Good. All right. That's Panisalvam. Today I'm getting more sunlight here. All right. Good. Then that's Panisalvam. Let's go to Abdul. Abdul, what's happening?
Yes, Shriram.
I think I verified your application form today. Did I reply you?
No, I didn't see any reply from you.
I believe I saw some emails this morning. Maybe it's your email. Abdul, I saw the mail. Now coming back to your question, I'm seeing your question in the chat. Just a sec, it's too much of sunlight today. We occasionally get sunlight here. It's getting cold. Abdul, your question is, can full mark or sufficient, or do we need to spend time on dumps available in Google? What do you mean by dumps, Abdul?
Some practice questions.
Practice questions, right? Yeah, you can do it. But when you say full exams, ACP exam, how much overall time given for you?
3 hours, 120 questions.
3 hours you're getting, right? 3 hours and 120 questions. Have you ever practiced one full exam?
I'm planning a step, so I completed to spend questions in 40 questions multiple times. So
Not a full exam.
I'm planning this week with my possible one. Probably next Saturday, Sunday. I'm planning to
Okay.
do 2 times.
Okay. I will recommend you to do a full exam, not only one, at least 2 or 3 full exams. In ACP also, there's a time management problem. If you have not done this kind of exams in the last 2-3 years. Have you been to this kind of exams, objective type questions before?
Yeah, I completed some scale frameworks, RTVs, all those I have completed.
Ah,
Also some Google related and Microsoft related certification I'm going to centers and analysis those exams. So I'm very familiar with this. But the only thing with this much lengthy exam sitting at 3 hours, so I don't do
yep. Yep.
apart from college days.
Maybe I'll ask this one question. When you did a Microsoft exams, you would have practiced some questions from the dump question paper.
Correct.
And some of the questions exactly repeat in Microsoft exam. Is that correct?
So only question is repeated, answer is different.
Different, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Why I'm asking that is here, not even one question will repeat.
Okay.
That's one problem of this exam. I won't say problem. It's a validity quality of the exam. Imagine I practiced 5 exams in ShriLearning, 5 exams in PMI site itself. Not even one question will come there. So why I'm saying this is, if I'm going to see every question as a new question, my brain needs some processing time. So it's a new, first time I'm seeing that scenario. My brain needs a processing time. If I don't practice a full exam, when I see every question as a new question, I have to think and answer. It consumes a good amount of time. And that puts a pressure on the people if I have not practiced a full exam. So what the conclusion is, you may be good in a subject, happy. You may be good in short exams, happy. But at least to do 3 full exams for PMI-ACP, keeping this a time management in your mind. Yeah, please do that part. In ShriLearning, you have enough questions, do that. If at all you want to go with other providers in the market, please go for it. But do at least 3 full exams to see your time management.
Sure.
Yeah. And another part on the exam is, in ACP exam, they give you 3 hours of time, but there is no official break.
Yeah.
Which means you cannot stop your time. Time is keep running. However, my recommendation is, please take at least 5 minutes of break. A human being constantly sitting for 3 hours and answering questions is not a good for the health and the body. And what I recommend here is, after, let's say, 60 questions, totally you have 120 questions. In PMP is 180, here it's 120. In 120, you divide the exam into 2 segments yourself, 60 plus 60. When you come to 60th question, whatever time it is, 60th question, put your hands up. The invigilator will be keep seeing you in the camera. Since you took Microsoft exam, you may be aware of it. They see you in the camera, they'll walk to your desk.
Okay.
You say, I want to go for a break. They lock your computer. Time will keep running. Timer, keep running. It's okay. Lock the computer. Go out, toilet, washroom, yeah, eat something, come back. Do it in quicker because for you, you are doing on your expense. So go fast, come fast, and then continue the exam. That is, I found the productivity was better for the people who took a break. Okay.
So that will be displayed at the end, or we need to wait for some time.
Repeat again.
Result will be displayed at the end of the exam, or we have to wait for some days.
For some reason, I'm not hearing you properly.
Result actually.
Result. Oh, result. Okay, got you. Got you. Result is any exam for PMP or PMI-ACP, the result will be published immediately, which means in the exam center. Abdul, which country you are now?
I'm from Hyderabad, India.
Hyderabad. Okay. So in Hyderabad, if you go to the exam center, once you do 120 questions, they'll ask for a short survey how the exam went on.
Correct. Yeah.
You have to choose all the, it's about the center, question paper. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, okay, okay. Submit. Once you submit in the exam room, that's over. You will not see the result there. You have to walk out of your exam room to the invigilator, that is the receptionist who sits there, the Pearson person. In their computer, they will take a printout of your result and they will hand over the printout. In the printout, it will mention that you are certified or successfully cleared the exam. So you will get the result on the same day within few minutes after your exam.
So, good.
Perfect. Answering your second question in the chat box, how to calculate capacity for the first iteration in story points. Okay. Now it's a subject question.
Yeah,
So
you
why
want to
this
take
question?
it last, or maybe you want to prioritize other people, please go ahead. You can take this question last.
No, it's okay. So we'll attend this question. So let me ask this question back to you. Why you thought we should calculate capacity?
Actually, for the first iteration, they want to execute some of these stories that they
Mm,
have estimated in story points.
mm,
For
mm,
example, 10 stories. 10 stories, the estimated, so for example, each story contain 10 story points. So total is 100 story points.
mm,
Okay. I have to
mm,
check the capacity of the team also. For example, 5-member team is there. I want to know whether they can take all 10 stories or not.
mm,
Because
mm,
usually, if you go for hours and hours, I can say, okay, instead of 8 hours per day, I will go for 6 hours. If
mm.
anybody going for leave, then I will deduct those. They will come up with some hours. But as we are estimating the story points, so how do you relate this capacity and what we want to cover?
Very good. Very good. So your question is not about the velocity. Your question is more about capacity, right? When you say velocity, what we did so far, or what is the capability of the team to do? But your question is the capacity. How many people are available, right? How in Agile project they calculate? It's not for Agile project. Any project this is how they calculate. But Agile, they're very specific on human hours available. Because in other projects, there are material equipment more needed on this. But here, majority of the calculation goes by the human availability. So first they look for 10 people working in the team. So 10 people, if I want to work for a sprint of time. If a sprint of time, let's imagine 2 weeks of sprint. 2 weeks goes by 10 days, isn't it?
Yes.
10 days. So I would say a person will work 80 hours per sprint. Can I say that? If a person is available, I will say 80 hours this person is available. But the person will tell, you know what, Dashara holiday, I will not come for 2 days. In 80, I should cut off 16 hours. For example, one person. Like this, a few people, one goes for a vacation, holiday, one says I have a agile training for a day. So 8 hours should cut down. Kind of
Yeah.
mix it, I'll get some number. Okay. First, if I have 10 people, I will know actually if 10 people fully available, what is their total number of hours. I will have that number. After calculating Shri not available for 2 days, Abdul not available for 1 day, I'll calculate all, I will get a number. When I put together, I'll get a percentage, which means 74% is the capacity for this sprint.
Right.
Okay, that's the percent. This is all just a calculation. Okay. Now your point is story points, what to pick up. Now story points, you are talking about the first iteration, isn't it?
Yes, but that is the problem. Yeah.
That's the first iteration. Okay. The question is first iteration. If you go to Essential Scrum book. There's a book called Essential Scrum. There'll be some explanation for this. Not only that book, Google also will get it. Usually on the first iteration or first two iterations, they usually go for a guesstimate. What is guesstimate? Now, if in case this same team, same proportion of team worked on a different initiative, I can use that as a calculation. However, in agile projects, it's very rarely you see the same team coming.
Yeah.
So it will be a new team getting formed. However, when a new team picks up, they will take a guesstimate effort of for that particular team. They'll ask them, what do you think can do? They will tell, I can do 20 story points this time. So they will ask this guys, how do you think 20 story points? Abdul is much experienced person. Shri is a newcomer, and we have few more people or experienced people. We think 20 we can do. What if 20 you cannot do? Somebody question you. In the beginning of the sprint, somebody question you. You're telling 20. What if you fail? Abdul, what is the answer from Agile team? If I ask this question, what if you can't achieve 20? What will be their answer?
It's okay. So failing fast is good. So we
Which
can.
means they say that, yes, it's completely fine. We are good to fail, but we are ready to learn in our retrospective. 20 is not a good number. However, we will see what is our optimal way of improving. Now, you can ask me another question. You took a 20 points, but the 20 points was achieved in 6 days of a sprint. Now, what do you do?
So we understand the team can deliver more. So the next sprint we add.
That is for next sprint. Then what do you do for 4 days? Will you go home, take holiday?
No.
You can pull more work from the backlog, which is available to do the job. Yeah, that's possible. So message here is for a first 1 or 2 sprint, it goes by guesstimate, not a estimate. We do a guesstimate. What can be a number for this number of people available? And in a room, set of people can make a guess of, let's go by 25 points. Let's go by 24 points, depending on their domain knowledge, capability. In a Tuckman ladder, we talk about forming, storming, norming, those parameters. We come to a number. That number may succeed, that number may fail, but it is completely fine. However, second sprint on, you have some information to look back and take an estimation. For this, I recommend you to look at the book called Essential Scrum. Do you have that book with you?
No, sir.
No, right? So check with Rahul. Probably you'll understand some information how to get this book. There is some book called Essential Scrum. I would ask you to flip those pages. There are some explanation given when a new project is starting, first sprint or iteration is coming up, how to go for it. Google also has some information, but I always prefer reading in the book. Book is always good.
Yeah, my
So
friend
this
is
the
like
abstract.
that one only. So already I'm doing this Scrum Master for the project that are running from last 4 to 5 years. So
Hmm.
we just assume okay, three story, one story point to the 3 hours kind of concept. Okay, somebody are told we are just using one. Okay, but right now they have put me one project that is going to scratch.
Hmm.
That is going to start from scratch. So
Hmm.
now as I am going through all those things, I want to implement pure agile. Okay, I gone through your videos now. What are the lessons learned? The knowledge I gained by looking into these ACP
Hmm.
courses. I want to full-fledged implement it in a proper way.
Very good.
That is the
Very
reason
good.
I'm asking this question, not for specifically for the exam.
Very good, very good. I'm happy that you're implementing it. Go by and ask from the team, but don't give a number because I am a manager, isn't
So,
it? I could not tell the team, guys, you should do 25 points. Can I say like this? I can, but team don't feel that autonomy. I can tell because I'm in the company for 20 years. For me, 20 points looks very simple. I'll tell guys, do 30 points, man. What's the problem? Huh? Do it. I can challenge them by giving some number, but doesn't mean I can force them. I will leave to the team telling that it's maybe 20 to 30 is a decent number because I'm an Accenture, I'm an Infosys for 15 years. This is what I have seen. That recommendation you can give as a Scrum Master, project manager, but team can make a call what they want to do. Yeah, that's a point.
thank you
Good. You got that?
Thank you very much.
Perfectly. Perfectly. Good. Let's jump to Pratik. Oh, sorry, Abdul. Any other questions you have?
As of now, no.
Very
So,
good.
after you said for PMI people, so will give some quick points before for examination. Is this something like that for ACP as well?
Yes, I will let you know. But have you fixed your exam date?
Trying to put on next third month, third on next month.
November 3rd, right? November 3rd, yes. Let buzz me. I'll give you some points. What all you got to do.
Fine, thank you.
I assume you have 3 books with you. One should be Agile Practice Guide,
Yes,
PMI-ACP book by Mike Griffith.
correct. These two books only I have.
Third book, Essential Scrum.
Okay.
Okay. It's one of the recommendation book by PMI. That should be, have a chat with Rahul. You will get some info on this, or I'll also help you. So these 3 books sufficient. Third book is only a reference.
Okay.
It's a very big book. I should have the book somewhere here next to me. Where is it? Ah, my mic stands on that book. This is Essential Scrum book, and this is the book you will get. And this is a very worth the book. It's a long time I read the book now, but this book has a lot of reference to the way of estimation. A bit complicated estimation is also given there, but I will say see some points that will give some broad idea for you. Okay. For your information, Abdul, question paper model is changing November 8th.
Correct. Yeah, we told already. So that is the reason I'm planning before that only, 8th only.
But don't you want to take exam in a new format?
I don't know. I will thought about that.
Okay. But they're changing the whole format. PMI-ACP is going to come super bang powerful. They're changing into 4 domains: mindset, leadership, product, delivery. Now, how many domains you have?
Yeah.
7 domains. 7 has been made into 4. I like the domains. Mindset, purely agile mindset.
Yeah.
In agile, how the leadership will work, how a product should be evaluated, product related, and how the delivery should happen. 4 areas. That's it.
Simple.
And they are coming with a real quality content. PMI ACP is going to be rocket, going to come really well. All right, good. That's Abdul. Then I saw Pratiksha putting hands up there, if she's around there. Pratiksha, you here?
Hi, Shri.
Hi, where are you? I don't see you. Oh, you're here. Okay, I got you. Go ahead, Pratiksha. What's happening?
I have planned exam on Tuesday.
Tuesday. Days are running pretty faster. So how's your preparation?
Good. I have completed 5 mocks, full mocks, 180 questions,
Hmm.
and I have shared stats with you.
Okay,
Uh,
good. How is your confidence level?
pretty, pretty good.
Yeah.
Uh, as exam date is coming near,
It's
our-
tough to say, right? Happy to know that you're confident. This exam, Pratiksha, not only you, anyone who go to the exam, even in the middle of the exam, people confidence has been shook, which means you won't feel confident until you see the results. Even after seeing the results, some people click a picture, share with me, Shri, can you confirm I really clear the exam? Which means it's completely understandable. Confidence level will be vague because of the broadness of the subject. Okay. Now coming back to the basics. Are you here last few minutes where we talk about the
yeah. I listen
you did
everything
very good. Then you're
regarding.
going to follow all the process, right? Steps you're going
Yes,
to follow.
yes, yes.
Which country you are?
I'm from Pune.
Pune. Pune. How far is your exam center?
It's around 7 kilometers.
7. Okay, that's clear. Okay. So make sure all the facilities are already clear. Don't underestimate ID cards, facilities. Please be prepared because that's much important for exam. Exam preparation is nice. Exam center, where to go, what to do, this all should be needed. I think that is called project management, right? We cannot
Yeah,
ignore one area. We should do all. We cannot say ignore one of it. Coming back, I should have given you some bullet points.
yeah. You
Okay.
said regarding Agile,
Hmm.
domain-wise
Hmm.
exam,
Hmm.
it's chapter-wise exam. I'm doing it since last week.
Hmm. Okay, very good. What about PMI ethics?
Mm,
What is your understanding on that area?
PMI, quite good. Able to crack the question.
Okay. So,
Not not able to attempt every question successfully. So
okay.
quite good.
So, how many ethics are there in PMI? Anyone else can help us? How many ethics are there?
4.
4 ethics. Okay, Kapila, you remember that? Okay, nice to know. So now I would say that take time little bit to look into the ethics part. There are 4 things. They talk about responsibility on the decisions what you make as a project manager, holding responsibility and accountability for it. That is one ethical behavior. Second one is they look for respect. You respect yourself, you respect your team members, which is very good, isn't it? Respect yourself first. If I don't respect myself, how do I respect my decision? So first you respect yourself, you respect the people around you. That's much important. Second, ethical behavior. Third one is honesty. Whatever you do, don't try cutting the corners, right? That's very important. That too in management, pressure will be very high. When the pressure is high, quality will be cut or some work will be cut. Even today, you can see people talk a lot about a political problem. When it comes to them personally, they will do all the mischievous activities worse than politician. Our people, if you talk about a land registration, tax submission, car license, all the people who talk about politics, they do all the mistakes. We should not do that. That is what honesty. Being honest on what you do, right? It is not only speaking, doing. This PMI expect you in the question paper. Fourth one is fairness. Whenever we make a decision, we look for what is the best for this circumstance, this situation. We look for what is the quality to be delivered. Being fair on decisions, not showing biasness. Because Shri comes from the same country where I born, I will give the contract to this person. Because she looks pretty, I will talk to her. Because this guy is rich or good, I will be, and that will not work, right? We should be clear on what we want to do. PMI will not directly ask this question. They won't ask you directly in any question paper. Majority of the question indirectly will have a subject line to understand, is this inbuilt within you? The 4 ethical parameters. This they'll check. So be watchful on this 4 parameters. There are paragraphs which is available in the PDF copy of PMI ethics. You can take in from ShriLearning folder or just Google it, you'll get a PDF copy. Rahul also constantly sharing it every time. I would request you to please read that. Keep in back of mind. That will help you in the examination. This is ethical behavior. Yeah, so
Yes.
Pratiksha, that's one part for you.
Yeah.
Other part is I should have somewhere said read the roles and responsibilities of project manager. Okay. How to read roles and responsibility is one way is Googling and reading, but that starts going so broader and broader. Rather, I would recommend to open the book of PMI, PMBOK, 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 either 6th edition or 7th edition, either of the edition. Search for the topic on roles and responsibilities. In the index, you will get it. Go there, it will be 1 page or half a page, sometimes 2 pages. There will be some bullet points given. Take time to read and understand what they mean by this role, how beneficial it is to the corporate, kind of understand those information. Ethical behavior, roles and responsibilities, good agile understanding. This alone will help us to solve bunch of questions. So spend some time on this area, understand it carefully. This is applicable for Abdul, even for PMI-ACP. Ethical behavior, roles, responsibilities, and agile parameters. You should read for PMI-ACP also. There will be the same questions. Yep. All right. Then Pratiksha. So what else? You have any questions specifically?
No, Shri. As of now, I'm able to manage my confidence, but getting nervous.
That's okay. That's okay. It should be there, right?
I know the PMI ethics, but not able to.
That's okay. So if you're not nervous, then you're not doing PMI exam. It should be there. But I have seen your scores. Your average is good, but can be a little more improved that you will do coming days. Push hard. Because in 60 questions paper, you did a good job, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think sometime you touched the 80s. Is it right?
Yes.
You went to 80s. But in full exam, there is a slight drop.
Yep.
Did you found a pattern? Any pattern where you are dropping?
Yeah. If I give 90 minutes to first section, then I'm not able to manage time in last section. If I'm taking 10 minutes break
Mm.
after every section,
Mm.
then this thing happens with me. So right now I have thought that I'll do 80, 75, 75.
Mm. 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 That's better. 80, 70, 75 is better. In ShriLearning, when you took an exam, after every 60 question, did you took that break, short break?
Yeah, I do.
Very
Full
good.
10
Very good.
minutes.
Very good. Very good. So the pattern is time is a problem. Now let me go to a little more one level of question. Why time problem is happening? Are you reading
Uh,
the question?
yeah. In long questions, if I'm not able to get a key points,
Ah,
then I read
mm,
twice, thrice.
I understand. I understand. Okay, that happens. Yeah. Let's put a main exam scenario. This is not going to be new. It's going to happen in the main exam also. Really? Will it happen? Yeah, it will happen, obviously.
Yeah.
The reason is in main exam, there is something called anxiety. Exam fear plus anxiety will be very high. First 25 questions, unknowingly, you will read it 2 times or 3 times. You will read it again. It will be a very simple question, straightforward question, but your brain won't accept it. You will read it again. However, there are some questions like multiple response, more than one answers. Those questions you struggle hard. You will read 2 times, 3 times. Now, what to do those kind of questions? Read once, read second time. Whether it is a right answer or a wrong answer, choose something, move away. In the whole 180 questions, you will have hardly, let's imagine 10 questions like that. For each question like that, if you spend 4 minutes, you lost a huge amount of time. So they purposefully keep a question like that between every 10 or 15 questions to shake your confidence. It's a trap. Really, it's a trap. Don't get into the trap. Read it. If you understand, fine. If you don't understand, choose any two answer, put it for review, move away. Don't stay there. This is not only for such a big question. In main exam, you will get 1 or 2 or 3 drag and drop questions. If you heard about match the following.
Yeah. Those questions are also time consuming questions.
Time eating question. Few people who took exam on what's today? Sunday, right? Some people took on Wednesday. And this guy is saying that he got a 2 drag and drop. One of them was straightforward. One word. One word you can play multiple times. I'll match it. Matching doesn't work. I feel like, okay, let us remove it. Do again. What if left side there is a big line? Right side there is a 2 lines. Again, second answer. Big line, 2 lines. That reading itself will take 1.5 minutes. Now you have to match it. After matching it, your brain will tell, maybe that's wrong. Why don't you try again? You will remove it. Again, you will match it. How much time would have gone?
4
6
minutes
minutes?
around.
6 7
Four,
minutes?
4 minutes.
Right. It is something like getting ready for a marriage function. Huh? You put all the makeup and dress, then you feel that, maybe this color combination will change, change the dress color. That's it. Another 20 minutes gone. Your cab will be gone already. So take one question which is smaller, do it. If you see bigger question, check, map it. Right or wrong, that's it for it. Move forward. So these are some of the trap questions in main exam. The purposely keep it. Clever enough, you answer. Lucky enough, you answer. If not, it's okay. Keep moving. Because this 10 question will disturb you another 40 questions. So don't get into the trap. Good?
Yes. Yes.
All right, let's understand with the Paneer Selvam. Then I'll jump to some questions. I have a couple of questions today to talk. I'll bring that up. Before that, Pratiksha, any other questions for me?
No, Shri.
Okay, stay in touch in WhatsApp. Let's keep working.
Yes. Yes.
All right, let's go to Paneer Selvam.
Yeah, Steve. Actually, regarding this ID card, no,
Ah.
in India for in Aadhaar card there is no signature.
Yes, Aadhaar should not be brought in. Aadhaar is not a valid ID, right? It's not a
Oh,
valid ID. I think
okay.
PMI has clearly mentioned. If anyone booked for the exam, have you got any email from them? Do anyone registered for the exam? You got an email? What IDs you should bring? Maybe Pratiksha, you got an email, have to register for the exam.
Yes.
What ID is written there?
Uh, Actually, in first case, my name was Pratiksha Gaikwad. Then I changed according to the passport.
Hmm.
ID is, let me check.
Okay, it's okay. So Panisalam answering you, yes, you should carry an ID card which has your picture and signature. So
Oh,
definitely we will know. At least in India, we have this kind of confusion. Some IDs have pictures, some ID have signature. If you go to other countries, it's very clear. They will have something, a passport, driver license, or their resident card. There'll be very clearly an ID with the photo and signature. That confusion is still there. I believe a person at the level of going to international exam, we should be prepared. I will definitely see if I'm going for exam, I'll definitely see my signature is there an ID card. I will see my photo is there. These two are very preliminary. Aadhaar is not that level of card, so they will not look for it. So please don't go for Aadhaar. Go for the ID with the photo and signature. Yeah, and
oh,
also look for your name and spelling perfectly as per the ID it is in the application form. Some people by mistake, for example, I see Paneer Selvam is your name. Paneer space Selvam is your name, right?
yeah.
In
Actually,
exam
that is.
application also you filled Paneer space Selvam, first name, last name. Okay, that's how you filled it.
No, actually.
I-
Yes.
I- I'll- okay, what is
In,
yours in ID
in
card?
in Aadhaar card, it is Paneer Selvam without space, and my initial is there. So,
Forget, don't talk about Aadhaar card at all. In international, Aadhaar card is not at all recognized.
okay.
That Aadhaar is not at all useful for any place. So it's only for India domestic purpose. So let's talk international exam. So forget Aadhaar card.
Driving
Um,
license, is it?
I'm sorry.
Driving license, is it valid?
Driving is your driving license have photo and signature?
Yeah.
Then it is. Keep it like this. Don't go by ID name. Go by ID with photo and signature.
Two signature. So I have.
I'll go by that. Shri, in my office ID, I have photo signature. Can I use it? Can you use it? So
Okay.
no, you cannot. And so which means an government recognized ID which has a photo and signature. Yeah, that's it is. Coming back to your point, Paniselvam. Panit space Selvam. If this is a name you given in your application form, your ID card should also be Panit space Selvam. If it is not there, it's called invalid ID. It
Okay.
happened to students. They send you back. This guy will tell, no, that's the same guy, man. Pani Selvam. It's without space. No. Even that space is one of the word, and they will consider it as a forgery, and they won't allow you to for the exam. So be very careful. Carry the ID card as per the what you fill in the application form. If your ID is different, application is different, pretty simple. Straight away go to PMI website or Pearson website. Go to the site chat. There's a chat. Chat with them, they'll quickly help you. They'll solve it, but don't do that on the exam day. Do at least 2 days before.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Got it. Thank you.
Perfect? Yeah, great. Shall we go to some question paper?
Sure.
Amazing. Time to make your brain to think broad. Man, some tasty questions are coming up. All right, let's go to the question paper. I have a couple of questions. Let's see how much we can do. Today we are starting a new batch. So we are also getting ready with the energy. Here is a question which you have to choose two answers. People watching from YouTube, LinkedIn, leave your answers in the chat section. All right, I'm starting seeing answers coming up already. Let's give you seconds as most of them answer back. Are you using elimination technique? Your brain is able to think of elimination. Sorry about some noise from my side. I have to set up my... All right, good. I saw a few good answers now. First, ask with you on this question. Who is being targeted? Who is a target in this question?
Project team.
Team should take, okay? But this is an exam for somebody as a Scrum Master, project manager. Then why the question is targeting the team?
If it is a shared responsibility,
Okay.
then it will target the team, I guess.
Yeah. Can we say managers, Scrum Master, Agile coach, project manager, they're also part of the team by any chance?
Yes.
They're also right.
Yeah.
I can't ignore them totally. They're also part of the team, isn't it? Okay, I'm seeing answers are going between A and B, most of them. Most of them. Some of them A and E. Okay, then let's understand the question. Help me, which particular word I should be careful while reading this question? This is a key word. Which one you will say? A project team is working on a software development project. Is it a past tense or a present tense or a future tense? What's happening here?
Present tense.
So it's a present. Something right now happening. Okay. As the project nears completion, so they're giving some end timeline here. The team needs to determine if the product is ready for delivery. Team needs to determine. Team needs to determine. But why team has to determine? Do you think this will be in the contract already?
Yes.
Huh? Then why team has to determine? Any thoughts?
Because the product is ready for delivery.
Ready for delivery. So a project team is working on a software. Let's keep imagination like this. There is a project like this, and this product is getting ready. So already we completed release 1. And then last August, they completed release 2. Now they are working on release 3. Okay. As the project nears completion, somewhere, let's imagine somewhere here we are working. Team needs to determine the product is ready for delivery. So now, by asking this, what PMI is looking from you? By putting this question, what PMI want to know from you? What mindset they're looking from you? What is PMI looking from you? As a team, as a project manager, agile manager, scrum master, team member, what PMI want to know from you? Any one
How
thought?
how
Mhm.
to hand over the final
Ah,
product.
I like that. Okay, handover. Okay, handover. Or sometimes you call as a transition, isn't it?
Yeah.
Transition. Transition. Okay. Or they call about delivery cadence. Okay. They want to know, are you aware of this? So if we put this way, okay, let's look at this. Are you seeing the bottom one, what I'm sharing right now? So now what PMI is expecting through this question is, are you aware of project closure or a transition information? But Shri, why should I worry, man? What the hell for me? Huh? A contract is signed. I got the money. My team is doing the job. One day they will tell project is closed. Then I'll go to next project. What's the problem? Yeah, you can ask me like that. Yeah, it could not be a problem. But as a contract, when I signed something called project charter. If you remember, there is something called project charter where, as a manager, as an agile coach, as a scrum master, as a construction project manager, as a pharmaceutical project manager, as a software engineer project manager, I agreed for the charter. I will be the person accountable and responsible for the project, which means I should also have the knowledge of what are the criterias will ask me to say that it is in the closure, it's in the transition. Determine the criteria to successfully close the project. Validate readiness for transition. Readiness for transition. Conclude activities to close out the project. Now, question to you, from where this content is coming? Do anyone aware of it? Have you seen this somewhere?
Inbox.
Pembok, one more chance. Let's see if we can try anyone else. Where have you seen this? Ooh.
Agile
Agile. Okay.
chapter plus scope
Okay.
management, because scope baseline,
Agile.
acceptance criteria.
Okay. Okay. Second chance is okay. But the answer is not that one.
Process.
Okay, another answer is coming up. Process. Okay, third answer. This is also not right. Then what? God, man, pretty tough, huh? From where you got it, Shri? There is something called ECO. Have anyone heard about ECO?
Examination content outline.
Yes.
Exam content. What it mean? Outline. Your main exam is based on exam content outline. This question is in this area. Your exam is based on content outline. Have anyone seen this PDF copy from PMI? It is shared with you already in the PDF. If not, I would recommend you to see the copy. It is there for PMP. It is there for PMI-ACP. You may read 10 or you may read number of
17. Yes.
Yeah.
you may read number of books, but the more you get an idea what this outline is looking for, your question answering ability will improve. And this is called PMI mindset. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes.
Right.
This is what PMI mindset. She PMI mindset means I should close my eyes, meditate, top of the hill, nothing like that. If you know what they want, I can answer better. As simple, isn't it? Today it is America-based education you are doing. 20 years from now, it could be India-based or China-based because this is the most populated and high-level growing country in the world. 20 to 30 years from now, India will define a new process of working. China would have defined a new process. For them, that is a mindset. For now, this looks a good mindset. I'm not telling this is the best in the world, but yeah, for now, this is okay. Now, when you read for the exam, of course, you have to read the book. I'm not denying that. Once in a while, please take a look of content outline so that you no need to read line by line in the book, understand the concepts in the books. Coming back here, this question is expecting Are you aware of knowledge in this area? Shri, why are you using the word area? Area means it's broadness. If I don't use the word area, the whole coverage, what our brain will think is, in our school days, when I am in 5th standard or 6th standard, the school teacher will tell, when you come Monday, I will ask question in this place. Same question she will ask in the classroom, or he will ask in the classroom. This is your school days. That is our college days. Now we are doing an exam called PMP. We are doing the exam called PMI-ACP. This is an international exam, and it is called professional exam, which means they will not go word by word, line by line. Shri, can I mug up ECO so my score will improve? It's up to you, but score will not improve, but at least you know the area. That's what you can do. But you have to take this, and I have to open the book called Rita, 11, 10, whatever version. I have to open the book PMBOK. I have to open the book Agile. I should read this area. If I understand this, in future, any question in this section, I'm ready to answer. I no need to read the book 3 times, 4 times. I'm clear. Whenever I outline something like a closure or transition comes, I'm clear. Whatever way you ask the question, I'll answer it. And that is called mindset. Once you understand that, your answering ability improves. PMI want that from you. But see, when you are explaining, it's a simple, man. Is it as simple? No. It takes some time because you and me working in a company. In our company, this may not be the format, isn't it? This won't be the format at all. Closure will not happen like this. Then why I'm reading this? Because this is considered as a best practice in the market. For that reason, we have to read it. Okay. All right. Coming back here. By the way, did you got the message that you have to read the content outline once in a while? Will you read a content outline?
Yes.
Yeah, once in a while. Don't mug it up once in a while. Don't mug it up. Coming back here, I saw majority went with A. I'm going to poke one of you. Who can I can poke? Since Rohan, I heard your voice, I'm going to poke you. Rohan, why you thought A is a good answer?
So for me, important thing is this is present continuous tense. Project is working on software development project. It's nearest to the completion activity. Now I have to validate my deliverables, whether these deliverables are meeting with customer acceptance. Because somewhere in the past, I would have collected those acceptance
criteria,
KPIs or criteria from the customer. So I should validate, because right now, as a project manager, it's my responsibility to compare what we have and what we have decided.
Nice to know. Nice to know. Which means you're talking something called acceptance criteria, right? Validated deliverables meet customer acceptance.
Okay.
For this, there is a testing. What is the name of the testing?
FUT or user test, user acceptance testing.
It could be user acceptance testing or factory acceptance testing or site acceptance testing. Some testings are there, okay? So message is some acceptance should happen. Like we heard, validate the deliverables. When they say validate the deliverable, deliverable is an outcome. Outcome of what? Outcome of a particular timeline which we took to do a job. How do you validate the outcome? When I collected the requirement in the project, whether agile project, non-agile project, any project, I should have heard something called acceptance criteria. Isn't it? Acceptance criteria. Who gives acceptance criteria?
Customer.
Customer, right? Customer. But why customer has to give acceptance criteria? Did anyone thought about it? Why this person has to give the acceptance criteria?
Because we are working for customer on
Exactly.
their requirement.
Exactly, right? It's a customer part. One is I'm seeing Kapila says customer is funding it. But there is something more than this. The point is, for that customer, that acceptance criteria is called value addition. Can I use that terminology? Funding, okay. Logically, that's correct. Funding is right. That person money we are working, that's right. If I don't meet that acceptance criteria, the product what I'm delivering will not make sense for that person. Is this also correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. If you take PMP exam 4 years back, if you write acceptance criteria, UAT, sponsorship, answer will be correct. But now we are sitting in a world 2024 and more of agile flavor has come inside. But Shri, I don't work in agile. Yeah, even you work in agile or don't work in agile, in PMI mindset, value addition is a keyword. So what is acceptance criteria? If that is not there, that product doesn't make value to the customer. So customer may reject it. Okay, that's what validated deliverables. A looks a convincing answer because I saw majority went with A. Okay, I'm not telling it's the right answer. I'm saying because of you all said it.
Sorry, Steve. Regarding this acceptance criteria, no?
Ah.
So is it like in Agile project, it is definition of done, and in plan driven, it is acceptance criteria? Or
Acceptance criteria exist in both the place. You can't deny that. If I used to go for a if I go for a project like this, if I say plan driven project, okay, plan driven project PDP. In this project, let's say I'm going for the phase 1, P1 and P2. Shall we take a metro construction? Let's put metro construction. In metro construction project, they give an acceptance criteria, which means the train should run from this point to this point. Station should be like this. Signal post should be like this kind of qualification. Once it is met, done. Phase 2, again, I got acceptance criteria. It's completed. And overall project, they will have an acceptance criteria. If you need it in case, we will do it. This is on a plan-driven project, okay? How about change-driven project? In a change-driven project, instead of phase 1, phase 2, what I do, I'll put iterations. Can I do like this? Small pieces.
yeah.
So instead of P1, P2, I'm going to have I call as iteration. Or if you want to call a sprint, I will call yes. So I will tell yes 1, yes 2, yes 3, yes 4. Okay. Now, where I should set the acceptance criteria in this place, there is something called features. Have you heard the word features?
Yes.
Below features, what we have?
Story.
User story. So I can have acceptance criteria at the feature level. I can have acceptance criteria at story level. What is a sprint? Sprint is a collection of stories. Can I say like that?
Yeah.
Another sprint, a collection of stories. So every story or every feature should have acceptance criteria met. Then only it's called completed. Answering a question back here, acceptance criteria exist in a plan-driven project, like I said, phase 1, phase 2, or for a whole project as a big size. Same thing in a small size, every iteration, every sprint, for each story, acceptance criteria is there. But this does not answer your question. Your question is, then what is DOD?
Yeah,
Isn't it?
correct.
Your question is DOD. So some of you who don't know what is DOD, DOD stands for, what DOD stands for? Anyone here?
Definition of done.
Definition of done. Who decides this?
Human
It is a discussion between both the company key parties. When I say both the company, let's take example of American Express. American Express is giving the project to X company. Both the company agree. Whenever I lift my thumb, if I say done, what it means is, what do you mean, man? What do you mean by done? For me, done means it's over. No. Give me clearly, when you say done, I need a clarity what you mean by done. Come on, yeah, done is a done. What's a big deal there? No. Done means, I want to know like this. Is this work met acceptance criteria? Yes, it is met. That's done, right? No. Did you complete documentation for this work? Oh, Did you deliver this work in a testable or customer place? Yeah. Did you do knowledge transfer for this work to the customer? Did you do this? Did you do this? 6 bullet points. If this all bullet points are met, then it is called DOD.
Oh,
So acceptance criteria is one of the parameter under DOD. Is it answering your question?
yeah, this is in both agile and plan driven and change.
For now, agile, it is happening. Plan driven, if you want, you can put it. No one is going to say no for it, right? Is it a good practice?
Yeah. This
Good
DOD
practice.
is for user story or all features?
DOD is for the whole project. They'll keep it for the whole team. In many companies, this is well defined in advance, even before the project starts. This will be like a A4 paper. They'll print it and stick it on the desk. Every desk will have one sticker. Whenever somebody says done, it should have been tested, documented, acceptance criteria met. This is up to each company. But it's a good, can we say it's a good practice, best practice?
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
best practice. That's it. DOD is a best practice. That's it.
Okay.
Coming back to the question now. Let's come to the question. So I got A as a better answer from everyone. So I'm not going to do anything on this. I'm going to ask you the next topic. Which answer you want to eliminate? This doesn't make sense at all. Which one you want to eliminate?
Define product changes by checking the product backlog.
Okay. D goes out, isn't it?
Yes, because the product is ready for delivery and you defining the changes doesn't make any sense.
But it says nears completion. Does it mean it's done already? Near is different, done is different.
No, not completed yet.
Okay.
God, man. Still, I respect your answer. I mark it here. I mark it here, but be a bit careful. Nears to completion is different. Completion is different.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
my mom says lunch is almost ready. Okay, is it ready? No, not ready. Almost ready. Almost ready is different. Ready is different. So we're a little careful on it. So I'm seeing D pushed out.
Real twist in the movie. So nears completion. Okay.
Kapila, why you think C goes out? If you want to say something.
Because I feel that prototype is already tested earlier, and then maybe we are making the deliverable ready. So that is the reason why I feel C should be out.
Oh, you think a prototype is early stage of the product or a project?
Yes.
Then I'm going to poke Preetham now. Preetham, why you thought C is a good answer? Let's ask Preetham. Preetham, you
It is
thought C
not
is a good answer.
absolutely necessary that it should be at the beginning of the project. It depends. I can make the prototype even at the middle of the project or at the second, third of the project also. So it is an assumption on personal basis.
You mean middle of the product, you want a proto for the again the second version
Yes,
or
it can happen.
excellence. Would
Yeah,
happen. Would happen. Yeah, that's a point. There's a point on that.
it is not mandatory that it has to be at the beginning of the before we do it. No, absolutely not.
But coming to nearing of the completion, how healthy it is to do a prototype at this point? Is it a high risk, low risk? That's subjective, isn't it?
Yeah, that is a little high risk.
Subjective.
That is
Subjective.
true.
I wouldn't say it depends on the product also. We can't say no for it. I respect your point. But what is creating a storyboard? Do anyone know what is storyboard? Okay. Then let's keep the answer as it is. Google and read what is storyboard. Few seconds. Okay. So now I'm parking these two answers because I heard one answer Kapila said, and I heard another person also. Pritham says this looks a good answer for me. I'm seeing A is a good answer. C is a good answer. I'm also seeing B is a good answer. Maybe one name I'm seeing here is Pratiksha. Pratiksha, why you thought B is a good answer? Pratiksha, if you're online. If you're not there, then let's go to another person. Anyone for B? I have a few more people B. Vivek, you want to say something for a B? I can't hear you. Your mic is unmuted, but I can't hear you.
Actually, you see, B, if it is expected that as per statutory requirement, quality control measures which are inbuilt in the company's system, the deliverable will go through it. It is expected. If something is deviating from that, okay, that can be rejected or something. But the fineness between A and B is even if the deliverables pass through the quality control measure, it is not mandatory that customer will accept it. They may still ask something. You are going through a system. Your system is, suppose let us assume your system is leak proof. Okay, that means you are stringently following all the quality control measures. But if you pass all the quality control measures also, still then during FAT, it can develop some snag.
Okay. Okay. I hear your point. Then let me ask this question also. Is there any connection between answer A and B? Before I say that, let me ask this point.
B comes
Okay.
first, then B will be followed by A. Once B and A both are done, then your product has reached a level of confidence.
Yeah. So look at here. Oh, bad. Oh, okay. Sorry. So look at here. They say that team needs to determine. What does the word determine means? English word determination.
They want to conclude actually.
They want to
Decide.
confirm, yeah.
Decide. Okay.
Decide
Team
or
wanted.
show.
Yeah, decide. Right. Make a decision here. Team needs to make a decision if the product is ready. That's a question. If the product is ready, that's a question. What happened? I have something called backlog. In Agile, at least since they say software, let's assume in that way. So they go by backlog. Work items are here. And based on the work items, I would have picked up some item and start working on it. Output is here. Question is, team needs to determine if the product is ready. Is this ready to deliver? How to determine? Majority of you went with A, saying that validate the deliverables. Is it meeting the customer acceptance? You are going to validate it. Is it really meeting the customer acceptance? Very good. That you are doing. Now, what is the second answer? Second answer, tricky part. I'm seeing that few answers looks pretty closer. But if you see A and B looks pretty closer, which means you have to validate, you have to verify the deliverable through quality control measures to check is it meeting the standards and process. I think it could be inbuilt of answer A also, possibly. Okay, now let me give a clearance for here. Now let me give a chance for you one more time after you read this question and discuss that. If we give one more chance for you, which two alphabets you will choose?
A and E.
A and E. Okay, let me see your chat messages also. C and D. Oh, that is a different answer. A and D. Hemant goes with A and D. I'm seeing A and D coming up. I'm seeing B and A coming up. Okay. Keep going. Let's see what comes on your mind. Then we'll just review the real answer. Okay, let me check anything from my YouTube. People want to give your answers. A and B. Abdul says A and B. A and E. Wow, E is also getting familiar. Okay. I didn't think about E at all. Kapila, why E came up now? What do you thought? Why you thought benefit realization is important? Verification.
Yeah, Shri, I had also mentioned that earlier. A and E were, considering the benefit verification only.
Oh, okay. You're looking at this part. But should we talk project closure? They're telling perform the project closure, not even talking, performing the closure itself. Is it a bit early because we are yet to come to this place?
But then, if we look at this exam content outline, which is mentioned below, there also it is mentioned, determine criteria to successfully close the projects or
Okay, as I said, it's a
concluding the,
broad area. Doesn't
yeah,
mean
okay,
all this in one question. No, not that way. This is an
okay,
area. This area. This area. In this area, your question is being coming. Doesn't mean they're line by line there. But I respect your point, but I'm a bit skeptical on the part of performing the project closure. Performing means you start the action already on it. I feel doubt on that part. Okay, anyway, I'll keep it open.
okay.
Keep it open. Keep it open. Okay, let's see the right answer in that case. Oh my God, what a question. Let's see this answer. Oof. Oof. Aha. All right, so let's look at this part. Majority of you went with the A. I think most of you went with the A, feel better. Why B is coming in? Why not other answers? Okay, let's look at the answer here. The correct sequence and relationship of the action involves validating the deliverables with the customer and verifying the quality of the deliverables through quality control metrics. Readiness for delivery is determined based on these criteria. Now, in what way these both are important? Do anyone want to comment on it?
Here we're checking both the product and process that in place before we deliver.
Product and process is being verified. Okay. So now the question is going back here as a nearing the completion, the team needs to determine if the product is ready. How do you know that? First thing you validate is this deliverables meet the customer acceptance criteria. On top of that, you check your deliverables through quality measures. It could be Six Sigma standards, it could be quality measures, it could be something on specific metrics your customer is asking for. We check all these things are happening. Only when these things happen, chances are you can start working towards a closure. But defining the product, defining means elaborating the requirement, right? That is a bit expensive when you do in the end of the project. It should have been done a little earlier. Prototype is also possible. That's a good answer. We got prototype can happen anytime. But again, nearing the completion, it's expensive. That we will not think now. We will think of how can I check is my deliverable meeting what customer asked for. If it's meeting, what are the non-functional requirements? Functional, non-functional. Have you heard about non-functional requirements, NFR?
Yes.
What is NFR? Any one other two example popping up in mind?
Related to performance issues, security related issues.
Will it go by reliability, security, sustainability, availability? Yeah, quality means meeting requirements, whatever customer asked for. On top of that, we check out other parameters also, which could be the key parameters for the product of better quality. All right. Rohan says, still would like to stick with B and A. B quality, A UAT. Okay, I think that's the answer, Rohan, what you see in the screen right now. That's a good answer. I know some of you went with the different answers. I would say that look from the PMI perspective, when you close the project, what should be the mindset of the team to say that this is ready for delivery? So we're talking about delivery. So I should be prepared enough. Did I understood what customer asked for? Did I check my quality standards has been met? When these two come together, I think I can make some decision time to deliver it. Other parameters can come in a different timeline, but not here. That's the point. Okay, that's a good question. I know today time ran pretty faster because I have to get to the next class also. Is anyone having a different question you attempted and you want to share that? Do you have a question? Uh-huh. Okay, if not, next Sunday when you come here, if you are still preparing for the examination, I would expect you to have at least one or two questions which was really challenging you. We can discuss in this forum. Chances are we may bring some answers out of it. Even if we don't get the right answer, at least we'll talk about it, why this question is working in this order. And I think that learning is important. Now, let me check with you. In this question, we got an answer. Fine. More than an answer, I'm more interested on how you approach a question. Did you learn at least a point today out of these approaches?
Yeah, Shri. So first quality should be there. Then we should go for the acceptance criteria. Is the order correct? That's
Yeah,
what
it is inbuilt, exactly. More than an order, I will tell it's go hand in hand, both. You will not wait for understanding what customer needs. I will be watching out both together, but definitely quality stands at top. That you cannot deny that. Yeah. Good. Coming back here, today, as first 30-40 minutes, we spent time on examination. If anyone joined late, you missed it, please listen to that. There are certain things you have to be careful enough before going for the examination. The last few days or few weeks, I heard some people, they went unprepared for the examination. When I say unprepared, regarding the venue details, regarding the ID card. And in the exam center, they were surprised this ID card will not work. And they have to change a card. So if you go to ShriLearning portal, it is written there what all ID cards you have to carry. Leave ShriLearning. When you register, you should check your PMI site what to do. Leave PMI. We are grown up, we are adult, we know we are going for an international exam. When you go for international exam, be prepared. All the time, you should have ID card, which is with a photo and signature. Not only here, any part of the world, when you go some international things, have the ID cards, which is more valuable card. Don't carry an ID card, which is very domestic. Yeah, please carry some international thing, which will be useful for you. Any doubts on this, please reach out. We'll be very happy to help you. At the same time, people getting for examination, stay confident. I know a couple of them going for exam in next few days. Sleep well. One recommendation is please sleep well. At least 6 to 7 hours of sleep is needed. That makes you to sit in the exam hall in a confident way. So the day before the exam, please don't stress too much. Sleep well and go with a happy mind. Clear the exam in a happy mode. The reason is this exam doesn't need a last minute reading. This exam, whatever you read, your brain have to digest it. Your brain has to be in a calm mode, which means only with a good sleep you'll get that. Okay? Then good wishes and thanks for being here for the Sunday prayers. And again, next Sunday, we'll talk with some different topics. Thanks for being here. Have a great Sunday.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
See you.